Now that the Switch 2 is out, we should start talking about the Switch 3. Finally, after months and months of waiting, the Switch 2 has finally arrived to us. I think to many, this has been a long time coming. People have been ready for this next generation of Nintendo, and the past month has just been absolutely ridiculous. The discourse online has been all over the place. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about my personal experience with the Switch 2 after 2 to 3 weeks. Like many people, I rushed out on June 5th to pick up my pre-order of my Nintendo Switch 2 with the Mario Kart World bundle, and I even bought a ton of accessories. Here's a little picture of me. I was like a kid on Christmas. I was so happy. When the Switch 2 was releasing, I was in the process of moving from an apartment to a house, so I brought my Switch 2 back to my apartment full of boxes, bags, all sorts of things, sat on my bed because that was the only thing that was available for me to sit on, and just like that, a brand new Nintendo generation had started for me. Immediately, the first thing I noticed when taking the console out of the box was just the premium look and feel of it all. It feels like it's just a really high-end piece of technology. I know one concern fans had about the original Nintendo Switch is that it kind of looked kiddie, and while I don't totally agree, I do understand that the blue and red can kind of have this Fisher-Price look to it. So it feels like Nintendo really took that into account and decided that the Switch 2 would be a far more premium looking and feeling console. Everything from the console, the dock, the Joy-Cons, heck, even the accessories feel like they're just much more high end. And I think that black matte finish on the console, the dock, and accessories all complement each other so well to feel like this is the next evolution for the Nintendo Switch. Immediately upon booting up the console, you're greeted with a very familiar interface, but to me, it feels far more intuitive and way quicker. Everything feels far more efficient right from the get-go. Games play better, the interface runs better, everything feels more efficient, and that's exactly what I was asking for. Now that's an important aspect. It's exactly what I was asking for. As someone who collects Nintendo Switch games, who was very big into the Nintendo Switch, these things are all things that I was personally asking for, and I think a lot of Nintendo fans were asking for as well. Like, I think it's fair to say that Nintendo caught lightning in a bottle when it came to the Nintendo Switch 1. So why reinvent the wheel? To me, it was more important that they took what they had made originally and built upon it to make it even better than what it was. So to me, the Nintendo Switch 2 is fantastic. It does everything that I wanted. I think the tough part for the general public is that there's no real wow feature, that big thing that's going to make your average consumer who maybe just plays Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, and Mario Party, just 3 or 4 games. This isn't going to make them jump out of their seat and go buy one right away. And I think to many people that's concerning, but to die-hard Nintendo fans like me, this console is exactly what I was asking for. Like, I have a backlog and physical game collection of over 200 Nintendo Switch games. Like, I have so much to work with. So for me, this was a day one buy because I have so much to work through. The fact that my games get enhanced and I have this major backlog to work through, that's perfect for me. I look, there's so much back there. But to many more casual gamers, this might be something that gets purchased in 12 to 24 months from now. The sales numbers for the Nintendo Switch 2 are showing a massive boom. This is obviously very popular right now, but I don't think we'll get really a better picture of how this console is doing for at least a year. Like, we'll know by summer of 2026 whether this console is truly taking off or not. But as it stands currently, the Nintendo Switch 2 was exactly what I was asking for. But that's just me. What do you guys think of the Nintendo Switch 2? Did you buy one? Are you waiting on one? Have you enjoyed your time with it? Let me know down in the comments below. My name is Juice. This is the Game Closet. Be sure to subscribe and check us out for more.